Hi, I'm Steve Jong, and I'm Chairman of the STC Certification Commission. I'm here to talk to you about the Certified Professional Technical Communicator program, and I'd like to tell you four things: what the program is, who can get it, why you should get it, and how to get more information. First, who can apply? We set up the requirements so that a lot of practitioners are eligible. STC membership is not required, although we charge less for STC members, and certification is not required to be an STC member, so nothing has changed. Basically, there is a combination or a sliding scale of experience and education. Think of the base requirement as 5 years of full-time experience, or about 10,000 hours of work experience. If you have a bachelor's degree in a field related to technical communication, for example, English, computer science, or journalism, you only need 4 years of experience. If you have a degree in a specific field, such as technical communication, information design, or science journalism, you only need 3 years of experience to apply. Finally, you must agree to abide by the Code of Conduct, which is more specific than the STC Code of Ethics and lists prohibited behavior. Next, how do you get the certification? Here's a flowchart of the process. The candidate instructions are available on our website, and you can and should download them and study them first. It's like an open book examination. We will tell you what we want from you, and you should study the requirements to see if you can answer all of the questions before you get started. Here's the process. The first thing you do is send in an application with a payment, and that application demonstrates that you are in fact eligible to apply. You then prepare and submit a package of information in response to the candidate instructions along with a payment. That packet is verified for completeness again, and then it is sent to a team of evaluators. The commission evaluates the packet, and I'll talk about that a little bit more in a minute, but it is done by evaluators who are trained, who are working under non-disclosure, and it's done double blind, which means they don't know who you are and you don't know who they are. The commission returns the evaluation to you within about 60 days, and if you pass, you are certified. You get a CPTC certification. The certification is granted for 3 years. If you continue your professional development, if you continue to present at conferences or be active in your chapter, or you do activities at STC or other organizations, continue to get training, continue with your education, you can continue to renew your certification for as long as you want. What are we looking for? The certification assesses 5 competencies, which are your knowledge, skills, and abilities. These competencies are gathered into 5 broad, uniform areas of practice where technical communicators provide unique value. To assess competencies, we look at a submission packet with 9 sections. The submission packet consists of artifacts, commentaries, and scenarios. 3 sections of the 9 are must pass, and in addition you must reach a minimum passing score for all 9 taken together. A little bit more about the evaluation. Your packet is received and administratively screened by the Certification Commission. That means that we make sure that all of the pieces we expect are there. And then it is passed along to evaluators. The evaluation is done double blind. We only know you by a candidate ID number, and you don't know who the evaluators are. So it's completely objective. The evaluators are trained, and they work under non-disclosure agreements. So if you have proprietary information in your samples, the evaluators are not going to pass it on. And in fact, if you wish, you can redact whatever you want out of the samples so that nothing gets passed along that you don't want to. The submission packet is evaluated section by section. There are 9 sections, so you should think of it as 9 separate pieces that you have to submit. The evaluators look at each section individually, so if there's something that you need to include in 2 different sections, make sure you've got it in both. don't assume that an evaluator is going to see all of the sections together. It doesn't necessarily work that way. You must pass 3 of the sections corresponding to writing, editing, and graphic design. And you must achieve an overall passing score. The results are returned within 60 days. This is the fee structure. The application is $99 for STC members and $125 for non-members, or not yet members. The evaluation fee is $595 for members and $695 for non-members. If you need to resubmit a section because it didn't pass the first time through, the fee is $100 per section, up to the cost of submitting a new package. And once you are certified, there's an annual maintenance fee of $49 for members or $69 for non-members. There has to be a reason why so many people in so many professions pay good money to get certified. Here's the value proposition for technical communicators. People entering the workforce today can expect to change jobs 6 times in their working lives. The average job attracts anywhere from 200 to 1,000 resumes, and the average resume gets only 6 seconds of HR attention. Let's think about that for a moment. I'll wait. That's it. What can you put on your resume to make it stand out in 6 seconds? This can make a difference. HR people say certification makes a difference and is one of the reasons that resumes get pulled in. And at the end of the process, when it's down to you and 2 or 3 other equally qualified candidates, what's the tiebreaker that makes an employer pick you and not someone else? Once again, HR experts tell us it's certification. Our studies of other professions show that certified practitioners make more money on average than their uncertified colleagues. I could name you certifications in specific professions where you can make 10%, 20%, 30% more, but I don't want to overstate the case. In a comprehensive study of 225 technical certifications conducted last year by the Foot Partners, the average increase for certified practitioners was 7.3%. Imagine your salary and making 7.3% more than that, not as a bonus, but every year, compounded for the length of your career. Finally, where can you go for more information or to begin your certification journey? This is just an overview. For more information at the summit, you can come to my session, What is Certification?, Tuesday at 4 o'clock. Or for more details about the process, you can go to How Do I Become Certified?, presented by Rob Hanna, the Vice Chairman of the Certification Commission, Wednesday at 11:30. If you have more questions, you can send email to cert@stc.org or directly to me. And to get started on your CPTC certification, go to www.stccert.org. Good luck.